Have you ever been winning on paper but still feel stuck? I remember looking at my commission checks, big ones even, the kind I used to dream about when I first got into real estate, and instead of popping champagne, I was doing mental math. Splits, fees, franchise royalties, desk costs, then taxes. The number left for me was always smaller than I expected. And no matter how much I sold, every January 1st, I went back to zero. There was no ownership stake, no equity, no retirement plan, and I knew if I stopped selling tomorrow, the money would stop too. I was working for my brokerage, not with my brokerage. The brand looked good on my business card, but it didn't give me the freedom I was working so hard for. I remember one particular year, I hit my personal best in sales. Everyone at the office was congratulating me, and on the outside, it looked like I had made it. But when I sat down with my accountant, she showed me how much I had actually taken home after splits, fees, and expenses. I had worked harder than ever, yet my net didn't match the grind. That was the day I realized the system was designed for me to work endlessly, not to build lasting wealth. And here's the kicker. I wasn't failing. I was successful, but my success still left me feeling chained to the next deal. I couldn't afford to take my foot off the gas because the entire machine stopped without me. This is the silent trap most agents fall into. You hit your income goals, but your lifestyle doesn't change. You're always one bad quarter away from stress. You're playing a game where the scoreboard resets every year. When I looked around, I saw agents at other big name brokerages in the same boat. Whether they were at Keller Williams, Remax, or an independent, the story was the same. Work, close, repeat. No path to true freedom, just a different treadmill. So, what if the problem isn't your work ethic, but the model you're in? It wasn't one lightning bolt moment, it was a slow build to frustration. At first, I did what every ambitious agent does when they hit a wall. I doubled down. I told myself, if I just work harder, I'll get ahead. But harder only got me more tired. The months blurred together, the stress bled into my personal life, and I started asking the question nobody wants to ask themselves in the middle of success: what if I'm climbing the wrong ladder? After years as a top producing listing agent, I thought the solution would be to start my own brokerage. So I bought a franchise and launched an office of exactly one agent, me. Over the years, I did manage to leverage myself out of personal production, but the grind never stopped. It just changed shape. Instead of hustling for listings, I was hustling for agents, recruiting to a model that was slowly sucking the life out of me. I built that brokerage to over 50 agents and at one point, 200 million in volume. On paper, it looked great. In reality, it was just another trap. I held all the liability, I was subject to the whims of agents, and let's not forget the weather. Armageddon, remember Hurricane Irma? That hit and I lost an entire month of closings. My overhead was over $50,000 a month on average, and that September we had one closing. I was crushed. I realized the truth. One dependent revenue stream, my agent's production, was not enough to sustain or grow a long-term business. So my next big idea: go buy more franchises. Surely volume and scale would fix it. Unfortunately, the franchise model I was in didn't work for me. When COVID hit, it nearly crushed me. That's why in 2021, I reinvented myself and my business with the team. And that worked. I regained focus, profitability, and purpose, but even then the changes remained. Managing people and the next deal, knowing that once again, I had a single revenue stream keeping the whole thing afloat. Now, around that time, I kept hearing about this cloud brokerage called eXp Realty. No offices, no franchise boundaries, agents collaborating across the country. I'll be honest, my first reaction, skepticism. No offices, that'll never work. What about the culture? Who's going to help me if I need something? But then I noticed something. Agents I respected, people who didn't jump at shiny objects, were moving to eXp. These weren't desperate agents looking for a lifeline. These were smart business owners who had something to lose. So I started paying attention. First, it was a casual coffee with a friend who had switched. She was smiling more, traveling more, and she wasn't talking about how many open houses she had that weekend. She was talking about building something that could outlast her. Then I saw another colleague, a consistent top producer, leave her traditional brand for eXp. Within a year, she was telling me she had already capped, was earning stock, and had her first month where she earned more revenue share than from sales. That's when I knew I had to look at the numbers. When I finally sat down and studied the model, the splits, the cap, the stock, the revenue share, it wasn't just better, it was completely different. Traditional brokerages and franchises were built on me working harder for them. eXp's model was built on helping me build my business. That's when the question flipped from, why would I join eXp to why would I not? So here's what I discovered and what makes eXp different. If you could keep more of what you earn, build wealth instead of just income, and create multiple revenue streams, would you want to know how? When I first broke down the eXp model, the numbers were the obvious starting point, but the real magic was in how each part solved a pain I'd been carrying for years. So number one, are you keeping enough of what you earn? At eXp, you start at an 80-20 split with a $16,000 cap. After that, you keep 100% of your commission for the rest of your anniversary year. No franchise fees, no desk fees. One $85 a month cloud brokerage fee covers your entire tech suite, training, and support. An agent I know told me the first year after capping, that feeling of not watching a giant percentage disappear from every check was incredible. Suddenly you have the freedom to invest in marketing, your growth, your team, and your personal life without wondering how much the brokerage would take. The competitive reality is Keller Williams is 70-30 plus a 6% franchise fee until you cap, often around $24,000. RE/MAX is a higher split, but steep monthly desk fees, anywhere from a couple $100 to $1,000. Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Sotheby's, those splits range with 5 to 6 royalty fees and no cap. No matter how great your year, you'll still share an uncapped piece of every deal forever. Are you building wealth or are you just earning income? Most brokerages offer no equity. At eXp, you can earn stock through sustainable equity plan, first transaction each year, when you cap, and when an agent you sponsor closes their first deal. You can buy stock at a 5% discount through the agent equity program. Earn up to $16,000 in stock yearly via the Icon Agent Program. You get a physical award and a financial one for doing what you were always going to do, be a high achiever. I didn't realize how much this mattered until I looked at my own stock account 2 years in. This wasn't monopoly money. It was real ownership in a NASDAQ-listed company that I had earned just by doing what I did every day: sell real estate and help other agents succeed. The competitive reality is in most brokerages, equity is reserved for founders, executives, and early investors, not for us, the one actually generating the revenue. Do you have a plan for long-term income? At eXp, our 7-tier revenue share pays you monthly from the gross commission of agents you introduce and the agents they introduce across 7 levels. This isn't recruiting in the sell a desk sense. This is partnering with agents, providing value, and earning a share of the revenue your collaboration helps create. I remember the first revenue share check I received, and it covered my mortgage. It wasn't huge, but it was the first time I realized if I stopped selling tomorrow, I'd still get paid next month. That changes your entire mindset. In traditional brokerages, the only way to benefit from an agent you attract is if you personally close deals with them, or if you get a one-time or small recruiting bonus. This is often a short-term win for a long-term relationship. And then think about this. Do you have the tools to compete in 2025 and beyond? For $85 a month, you get a complete tech stack that could cost you $1,500 or more if you paid retail. We offer CRM of choice with Bold Trail, Loftier Close, SkySlope Informs, Sisu, Slack, Canva Pro. We have specialty divisions like luxury, land and ranch, commercial, and referral. We have express offers for cash offers. We have eXp Solutions with trusted providers offering exclusive discounts and additional revenue streams to agents as well. One agent I know is paying $400 a month for a CRM, $300 for transaction management, and another $100 for design tools, all of which she canceled when she joined eXp. She not only saved money, but she actually upgraded her systems. Most franchises either don't offer this level of integrated tech or they upcharge for premium tools, creating an optional package that's really a necessity if you want to compete. And then number 5, are you getting enough leads? We have revenues. These are company supplied leads with a pay at closing model. We have Zoocasa Accelerator Program. These are great leads from a national home search platform delivered directly to participating agents. We have our global referral network, Make It Rain program, and other enterprise relationships, all offering opportunities to generate more leads, more opportunities, and more wins. I love hearing Zoocasa Accelerator stories. This program allows agents to get coaching, training, and leads like they're on a team, but without a team. These agents pay at closing, so it's a success-based model and a win-win for everyone involved. Lead programs at other brokerages are often built on long-term contracts, upfront ad spend, or lead rotation systems that favor senior agents. And then number 6, Don't you want onboarding and training that's world-class? We offer FastCap, a 6-week launch program proven to produce appointments and signed agreements quickly. We have the Mentor program with certified local mentors guide your first 3 transactions if you're new, or you can become a mentor and earn extra income while giving back. We have Team Leader Academy that equips you with proven systems, coaching frameworks, and a certification to build, scale, and sustain a high-performing real estate team with lasting impact. I've participated in the mentor program as a mentor, and I was impressed with the required certification process that I had to attend in order to even receive the opportunities from eXp. The company wants to ensure that mentors are equipped and willing to truly support mentees. That's a powerful comfort if you're an agent in need of support. On the other hand, many brokerages have mentorship in name only. It's either an overwhelmed office manager or a top producer who doesn't actually have the time to give you meaningful guidance. So what's the point of being a top producer if you're still trapped in a job? Here's the truth. Even if you're closing 5, 10, 20 million in volume, if you have to be there for every deal, you don't own a business. You own a high-paying job. I know because I've lived it, right? I like to think of leverage as a pyramid with 4 levels. You're doing everything, and that's the grind zone. You are the lead generator, the showing agent, the transaction coordinator, the marketer, the negotiator, the bookkeeper, everything. You with systems, there's some relief. Maybe you've got a CRM, a transaction management system, or a VA. You're working smarter, but you're still the bottleneck. And then there's you with people and systems. This is where you start buying back your time. By the way, that's a great book by Dan Martell. And then in this level, you've got specialists for tasks, you're delegating effectively, and you're focusing on the highest value activities. And then finally, multiple streams of revenue. Now your money works for you. You've got production, referral income, stock growth, and revenue share all flowing at the same time. Most agents, even experienced ones, get stuck at level 2. They buy tools, maybe hire some help, but they're still the center of every transaction. Now, my breakthrough was when I first started building leverage. I thought it meant hiring an assistant. That helped, but it didn't free me. I was still the brain of every operation. My first real breakthrough came when I stopped thinking of leverage as help and started thinking of it as systems that run without me. At eXp, I love when people realize that they can replace several paid tools with the included tech suite, saving thousands of dollars per year and simplifying operations. That is a real taste of freedom. My breakthrough also came when I partnered with agents in other markets. Deals closed I wasn't personally working, money came in that wasn't tied to my physical presence. That's when I knew leverage wasn't just about working less, it was about multiplying results. Now, I want you to picture a square divided into 4 boxes. The bottom left, no time, no money, the struggle zone, you're hustling but broke. Bottom right, money but no time, the burnout zone. You're making good money, but your phone owns you. Top left, time but no money, the vacation but broke zone, fun for a while but not sustainable. And then top right, time and money, the freedom zone, the place where your business and life are both thriving. Most agents bounce between the bottom 2 boxes. They either burn out or burn cash. The goal is to climb to the top right and stay there. Next, we have learning stages of leverage. This is where the psychology comes in, the stages we all pass through. First, unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. You think working harder is the only way. Then you have conscious incompetence. You now see there's a better way, you just don't know how to get there yet. And then conscious competence. You're applying leverage strategies, but it takes focus and discipline. And then finally, unconscious competence. This is where the magic happens. Systems hum along, income streams flow, and your energy is spent on high-level growth, almost automatically. Now, in most brokerages, you have to invent your leverage systems from scratch. Pay for the tech, hire the right people, create the training. At eXp, much of that can already be in place. We have FastCap, which gets new agents productive in weeks, not months. We have Revenos and Zoocasa, which feed you high-intent leads without upfront ad spend. We have the Mentor program, which creates a culture of support while generating income for experienced agents. We have revenue share and stock growth, which add income streams that don't require constant production. I tell my agents all the time, you can be the hardest working, most talented agent in the market and still be broke in retirement if you don't learn leverage. eXp gives you the blueprint to climb the pyramid, get to the top right quadrant, and stay there. And once you've experienced that, you'll never go back. So, what if the biggest breakthrough is invisible at first? Have you ever heard of the story of the Chinese bamboo tree? It's where you plant the seed, you water it, you nurture it, and for the first year, nothing. 2 years, still nothing. 3 years, 4 years, still no visible growth. Most people would quit, but in the 5th year, the bamboo tree can grow up to 90 feet in just 6 weeks. The truth, it wasn't just growing in those 6 weeks, it was growing roots the entire time. Now that's what building your eXp business can feel like. The early days are about planting and watering seeds, stock awards that don't feel like much at first, revenue share that starts small, maybe it's $50, maybe $200, learning new tools and systems before they feel automatic. It's easy to think, is this even working? But then the roots take hold. And when the growth comes, it can be exponential. One agent joined eXp fresh out of licensing. The first year, she leaned into the mentor program, soaked up training in eXp University, and learned to use Bold Trail for lead generation. No massive paydays yet, just steady growth. Year 2, she capped for the first time. Year 3, she iconed and started earning stock at a pace that surprised her. By year 4, her revenue share check covered her mortgage every month. She went from, can I make it in this business, to I have options. Another agent came in after years of 20 million plus in volume. He was tired, traveling less, and missing family time. At first, he treated eXp just like his old brokerage. High production, same grind, but within 6 months, he realized he could replace 3 separate systems with the included tech stack. He joined the luxury division to target higher end listings and began building a small revenue share group. 2 years in, he still sells at a high level, but now 30% of his income comes from sources that don't require him to leave home. Then there's this team leader who moved over with her 5-agent team. The biggest shock was the onboarding support. FastCap had her new agents productive almost immediately, and she started plugging them into Revenos and Zoocasa leads to get their pipelines full. By year 2, her team was closing more deals without increasing ad spend, and she had personally earned over $20,000 in eXp stock, something she had never been offered before. You know, I went through my own bamboo season. When I joined eXp, I wasn't in a save me moment. I had already been through multiple brokerage models, owned franchises, and built teams, but I was tired of one revenue stream living. The first months were about learning, mastering the systems, meeting my broker support team, and getting comfortable with the cloud-based culture. The real shift came later, when revenue share checks started covering real expenses. My stock account began to look meaningful, and suddenly I was having more time freedom moments, taking a trip without worrying about my phone, saying yes to opportunities I would have declined before. And this isn't about luck. It's about planting seeds, protecting them, and trusting the roots to grow. So, this is why this works over and over again. The beauty of this model is that it's not dependent on market cycles or weather events or a single stream of production. You've got multiple levers to pull: your own transactions, your team's production, company-generated leads, stock growth, and revenue share. If one slows down, the others can carry you. That's not just smart business, that's resilience and stability. So, if nothing changes, what will your business look like a year from now? You can keep doing what you're doing now, and maybe you'll close a few more deals. Maybe you'll hit a new sales record. Maybe you'll even win that award at the annual banquet. But here's the hard truth. You'll still be in the same place, dependent on the next deal, starting at 0 every January. Wondering if there's something more but too busy to look for it? Or you can step into a model that allows you to keep more of what you earn, build wealth, not just income, create multiple income streams, work from anywhere with a global network, collaborate with the best in the business every single day, and you don't have to figure it out alone. The systems, the training, and the mentorship are already in place. All you have to do is step in and plug in. So, here's the top 3 hesitations I typically hear from agents. Number 1, I'm too new. Well, that's exactly why you should join now. eXp's mentor program pairs you with a certified local mentor for your first 3 deals. Plus, FastCap will get you productive in weeks, not months. You'll skip years of trial and error. Number 2, I'm too established. Well, you've already built the hard part, your reputation and your client base. eXp simply gives you a better financial structure to keep more of your money, earn stock, and create passive income without changing the way you serve your clients. And then number 3, I don't recruit. Well, perfect. You don't have to. Revenue share is just one of the 5 major income streams here. But I'll tell you this, when you're truly happy in your business, you naturally attract other agents who want what you have, and eXp rewards you for that. So let's talk about your freedom plan. You've just seen the model, you've heard the stories, you've felt the possibilities. Now it's decision time. You can keep building someone else's dream, or you can start building your own. Let's have a real conversation. No pressure, no gimmicks. I want to talk about your goals, your business, and your future. Because if you're willing to plant the seeds now, a year from today, you could be standing in the middle of your own bamboo forest. Message me soon or message me today and let me help you map out your path to freedom.